Baker Mayfield, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, from first pick to fourth-team charm. Baker Mayfield's career trajectory has been a roller coaster that would make Six Flags jealous. The first overall pick in 2018, Mayfield initially looked like Cleveland's savior, breaking the rookie touchdown record and leading the Browns to their first playoff win in 26 years in 2020. Then came the collapse. After a shoulder injury derailed his 2021 season, the Browns traded for Deshaun Watson, effectively ending Mayfield's time in Cleveland. What followed was a humbling journey. The Panthers traded for him, then benched him after just 7 games. The Rams claimed him off waivers, where he played 5 forgettable games. By 2023, Mayfield was on his 4th team in 2 years, signing a 1-year, $4 million prove-it deal with Tampa Bay. Most analysts viewed him as a bridge quarterback at best, a backup at worst. Instead, Mayfield engineered one of the most remarkable career resurrections in recent memory. He threw for 4,044 yards and 28 touchdowns in 2023, leading the Bucs to a playoff win and earning Pro Bowl honors. He followed that with an even better 2024 campaign, 4,350 yards, 32 touchdowns, and a trip to the NFC Championship game. By 2025, the former castoff had established himself as one of the league's top quarterbacks, signing a 4-year, $150 million extension that would have seemed laughable just 3 years earlier. As Mayfield said after his 2024 Pro Bowl selection, "People were writing my career obituary 2 years ago. I kept those receipts." Mayfield didn't just save his career, he transformed from potential bust to franchise cornerstone by finding the right system and recapturing the confidence that made him the first overall pick. Geno Smith, Seattle Seahawks. From punchline to playoff winner. Geno Smith's early career was defined by one infamous moment, getting his jaw broken by a teammate over a $600 debt. Selected in the 2nd round by the Jets in 2013, Smith struggled through 2 turbulent seasons as a starter, throwing 25 touchdowns against 34 interceptions while completing just 57.5% of his passes. The jaw-breaking incident in 2015 cost him his starting job, and Smith spent the next 7 years as a backup, starting just 5 games from 2015 to 2021. By 2022, Smith was 31 years old and had thrown just 196 passes in the previous 6 seasons. He was the definition of a career backup, someone teams signed as insurance but never planned to play. When the Seahawks traded Russell Wilson to Denver, they held an open competition between Smith and Drew Lock. Most observers viewed it as a competition to see who would keep the seat warm until Seattle drafted their quarterback of the future. Instead, Smith delivered one of the most unexpected career revivals in NFL history. He threw for 4,282 yards and 30 touchdowns in 2022, completing a league-leading 69.8% of his passes, while earning his first Pro Bowl selection and Comeback Player of the Year honors. Smith backed it up with consecutive Pro Bowl seasons in 2023 and 2024, and in 2025, he finally achieved playoff success, leading the Seahawks to the divisional round with a wild-card win over the Cowboys. The quarterback, who had been written off as a bust and relegated to clipboard duty for 7 years, had transformed into a legitimate franchise quarterback. As Smith famously said after a primetime win, "They wrote me off, but I ain't right back." That quote became the perfect encapsulation of his redemption story. A player who never stopped believing in himself, even when the entire football world had moved on. By the way, I'm going to be posting a lot here, so it would mean a lot if you subscribed and dropped a like for the algorithm. SamDarnold, Minnesota Vikings. From seeing ghosts to seeing success, Sam Darnold's career seemed destined for the bus pile after his disastrous tenure with the Jets. The 3rd overall pick in 2018, Darnold's time in New York was a nightmare. A 13-25 record as starter, 45 touchdowns against 39 interceptions, and the infamous seeing ghosts game against New England on Monday Night Football that became a permanent meme. The Panthers traded for him in 2021, hoping a change of scenery would unlock his potential. Instead, Darnold went 4-7 as a starter before being benched. By 2023, he was on his 3rd team in 6 years, signing with the 49ers as a backup to Brock Purdy. Most analysts viewed Darnold as a cautionary tale, a highly drafted quarterback who simply couldn't cut it in the NFL. His career appeared to be on a backup journeyman trajectory. Then came the unexpected opportunity. When Kirk Cousins tore his Achilles in 2023, the Vikings needed a quarterback for 2024. They took a flyer on Darnold with a 1-year $10 million deal, expecting him to be a bridge to rookie J.J. McCarthy. When McCarthy suffered a season-ending knee injury in preseason, Darnold was suddenly the unquestioned starter. What followed was one of the most remarkable career resurrections in recent memory. Darnold threw for 4,370 yards and 32 touchdowns in 2024, leading the Vikings to an 11-6 record and a playoff berth. He followed that with an even better 2025 campaign, earning his first Pro Bowl selection, while leading Minnesota to the NFC Championship game. The quarterback once mocked for seeing ghosts had transformed into one of the league's most efficient passers. As Vikings coach Kevin O'Connell said, Sam always had the talent. He just needed stability, confidence, and the right system. Darnold didn't just save his career. He completely rewrote his narrative, going from draft bust to franchise quarterback by maximizing his unexpected opportunity. Jared Goff, Detroit Lions. From Rams reject to Detroit hero. Jared Goff's career arc is a testament to the importance of fit and coaching. The first overall pick in 2016, Goff initially looked like a bust in Los Angeles, going 0-7 as a rookie with more interceptions than touchdowns. Coach Sean McVay's arrival in 2017 transformed Goff's career. He made 2 Pro Bowls and led the Rams to Super Bowl 53. But the relationship soured. McVay lost faith in Goff, and after a disappointing 2020 season, the Rams traded him to Detroit along with 2 first-round picks for Matthew Stafford. The trade was widely viewed as the Rams paying a premium to dump Goff's contract. Detroit was seen as a football purgatory, and most analysts expected Goff to be a short-term solution while the Lions searched for their quarterback of the future. Instead, Goff engineered one of the most impressive career resurrections in recent memory. After a rocky 2021 season, Goff found his footing in 2022, throwing 29 touchdowns against just 7 interceptions. He followed that with an even better 2023, earning Pro Bowl honors while leading the Lions to their first division title since 1993. The resurrection peaked in 2024, when Goff led Detroit to the NFC Championship game, earning his second Pro Bowl selection. By 2025, the quarterback the Rams had paid to get rid of had transformed the Lions from perennial losers to legitimate contenders. As Goff said after the 2024 playoff run, "People thought I was just a product of McVay's system. I took that personally." Goff didn't just save his career, he completely reinvented it, going from cast-off to cornerstone by embracing the chip on his shoulder and proving his critics wrong. Gardner Minshew, Indianapolis Colts. From cult hero to legitimate starter, Gardner Minshew's NFL journey has been anything but conventional. A 6th-round pick in 2019, Minshew became a cult hero in Jacksonville as a rookie, going 6-6 as a starter while sporting his signature mustache and jorts. But the Jaguars drafted Trevor Lawrence first overall in 2021, and Minshew was traded to Philadelphia for a 6th-round pick, the football equivalent of pocket change. For 2 years, Minshew was a backup to Jalen Hurts, starting just 4 games, and seemingly destined for a career holding a clipboard. When he signed with Indianapolis in 2023, it was as a backup to 4th overall pick Anthony Richardson. Most viewed Minshew as insurance, a capable veteran who could step in if needed, but not a long-term solution. When Richardson suffered a season-ending shoulder injury in Week 5, Minshew got his opportunity, and he seized it. He threw for 3,305 yards and 15 touchdowns in 2023, keeping the Colts in playoff contention until the final week. When Richardson suffered another season-ending injury in 2024, Minshew took over again and led the Colts to a 9-5 record as starter and a playoff berth. His performance earned him a 2-year, $25 million extension. In 2025, with Richardson sidelined again, Minshew had his best season yet. 4,210 yards, 31 touchdowns, and his first Pro Bowl selection while leading Indianapolis back to the playoffs. The quarterback, once viewed as nothing more than a colorful backup, had transformed into a legitimate NFL starter. As Colts coach Shane Steichen said, "Gardner prepares like a starter every week, whether he's starting or not. That's why he succeeds when his number is called." Minshew didn't just save his career, he elevated it beyond what anyone thought possible, going from cult hero to franchise quarterback through preparation and maximizing every opportunity. Jameis Winston, Cleveland Browns. From 30-30 to efficiency expert, Jameis Winston's career has been defined by extremes. The first overall pick in 2015, Winston showed flashes of brilliance in Tampa Bay, but was ultimately undone by turnovers, culminating in his infamous 30-touchdown, 30-interception season in 2019. The Buccaneers moved on, signing Tom Brady and winning a Super Bowl the following year. Winston spent 3 seasons in New Orleans, mostly as a backup with occasional starts. By 2023, he was the Saints' third-string quarterback, appearing in just one game. His career appeared to be on a backup journeyman trajectory. When he signed with Cleveland in 2024 as Deshaun Watson's backup, few noticed or cared. Most viewed Winston as insurance, a veteran with experience but too turnover-prone to be trusted as a starter. When Watson suffered another season-ending injury in Week 3, Winston got what appeared to be his last chance to prove himself as an NFL starter. What followed was one of the most remarkable transformations in recent memory. Winston threw for 4,105 yards and 29 touchdowns against just 9 interceptions in 2024, leading the Browns to a 10-4 record as starter and a playoff berth. He followed that with an even better 2025 campaign, earning his first Pro Bowl selection while leading Cleveland to their first playoff win since 2020. As Winston said after his 2025 Pro Bowl selection, "I never lost faith in myself, even when everyone else did. I just needed to learn that every play doesn't need to be a home run." Winston didn't just save his career, he completely reinvented it, going from turnover machine to calculated risk taker by embracing efficiency over explosiveness. Honorable mention goes to Jordan Love, who spent 3 years on the bench behind Aaron Rodgers before emerging as a star in Green Bay, proving that sometimes patience and development can be more valuable than immediate opportunity. If you enjoyed this breakdown of quarterback comebacks, hit that subscribe button for more NFL content. Drop a comment with the quarterback comeback story you find most inspiring, or one I might have missed. Thanks for watching, and remember, in the NFL, it's not about how you start, it's about how you respond when everyone counts you out.